Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Cancer Soul's Journey Sacred Cycles message for January 2023. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for all of your support in any kind of way, whether it's comments, likes, shares, subscribes, anything at all that you do for the channel. And in trying to show my appreciation, I am still doing 10 free readings for the rest of January. All you need to do is just reach out to me at the email in the description box. Let me know what kind of reading you want. And for the first 10 people that do so, they will get a free reading. I love doing readings, so I do hope you enjoy the readings that I do for you, and I hope they help you in some kind of way. Let's get into your energy, Cancer. Center energy is the star. Manifestations, wishes, hopes, dreams coming in for you. Really wanting some positive things as you move forward, wanting healing for things that need to be healed, and really wishing on a star, if you will, to really bring in your hopes, dreams, and desires. What your crowning energy is the King of Wands with the Justice. So this could be you as this very passionate, very creative individual taking charge of their life kind of thing, or with this justice card, or this could be someone coming into your life that manifests, that exhibits these kinds of energies for you and helps you. Undermining energy is the Eight of Wands, so communication coming in for you about the King of Swords or about things you need to cut out of your life. Taking charge here as well with the sword here, ready to cut things out as you really discover what needs to be cut out. In this communication coming in for you is going to help you do just that. What led up to this is the Queen of Cups, so that either you again are the Queen of Cups, or you are stepping into a higher level of love, as well as intuition. Because I keep just being drawn to the white imagery on the card here, where she has her hands lifted, and she is in a two-way exchange of energy. So really stepping into that loving energy, or someone around you is going to be stepping into that. This could be a person coming into your life, perhaps, that's going to assist you with this as well. Now, because you didn't make a decision regarding the lovers here. So either you didn't make a decision, or you didn't move forward in a lover situation. But I really believe that it's because the decision wasn't made, because you felt trapped in your head about it. So therefore, you didn't make a decision. And therefore, something is coming in very quickly for you, and perhaps to get you out of this energy. Now, let's go ahead and get into your Sacred Rebel message. So the first one we have is 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. To me, this is about allowing peace at this time. Really doing whatever you can to maintain your peace. Letting go of control. Releasing the past. And really just trying to get into the flow of life, flow of cycles in your life, and really releasing the darkness. And the imagery that's coming through by embracing, the light and dark within you, accepting all of you, total acceptance of all of you and of all others as well. Because you are transitioning here. You're transitioning out of one part of your life into another. And in that, you're being thrust into this new stage. And so with that, there is, of course, shocking, right? And it's shocking because it's new. And even when we're in the new, we don't know that we're in the new sometimes. So our behaviors and everything that we used to do is still with us. So that's part of the cutting out here that I see too, with the King of Swords. So this is about stepping into the new and really embracing the new, to the point that you know now what to cut out. That's what I want to say there. Now, let's get into your sacred cycle messages. The first one says the full moon, and I'll hold that card up in just a minute. I'm just finding the page for you. So, the full moon here, it says, my dreams are coming true. The brilliance of the full moon speaks to the fullness of your life. There is so much wonder, grace in your experience right now, just waiting for you to shine a light upon it. The full moon represents a peak point, a culmination of effort and energy, and it is a great time to stop and take notice of what has already manifested for you recently. This is a moment to relax into the expansiveness of what already is. You likely have heard the adage, where thoughts go, energy flows. So focus on the abundance in your life in all its shapes and sizes. There has been an outpouring of doing lately, and now you can feel the magnetism that radiates around you, reflecting all that you have called in and cultivated. It is through genuine acknowledgement and expression of gratitude that you will be able to illuminate the blessings that may otherwise sneak by unseen. This will support you to continue on your cyclical journey of growth. And your journal prompt is, what everyday blessings am I grateful for? So this is about being in tune to the point where the attitude of gratitude is like you breathing, because you're going to notice truly how blessed you are, and even the things that you might have taken for granted or not seen before because you were unaware. You were in a different mind place, right? You were in a different you were probably more in the 3D than you were in the 5D. And so what happens is when you're in the 3D, you're expecting abundance to usually come in monetarily. When you're in the 5D, you're thankful for waking up every day, having a bed to sleep on, a pillow to rest your head, things like that. You really step into real gratitude for everything at that point, and you become aware of just how much you are blessed. Next, we're going to move into number 46 with the fallopian tubes. It says, I dance within polarity. When an egg is released from the ovary during ovulation, or ovulation rather, it travels through the fallopian tubes. Here it might pass through without event, or the egg might potentially meet with a sperm that have made their way past the cervix and the uterus. This connection begins a new conversation with the body for the body to navigate. As a meeting place, the fallopian tubes represent a call toward deeper unity within yourself. You are being asked at this time to practice merging the doing and the being parts of yourself. You may identify these as your masculine and feminine aspects, the lunar and solar, or the light and the shadow sides. The words are not as important as your personal experience of the energy they represent. Take time to explore where these polarities exist within you, noticing where one plays a more assertive role than the other. This is an opportunity to explore these different parts of you, ensuring equal value with each end of the spectrum, staying curious about where they connect and dance together. Journal prompt, where in my life do I actively pursue my desires? Where do I relax and choose to receive? It takes me right back to the various things that you have on the board here. You've got the fire of the King of Wands, right? The passion, the creativity there. You've got the coolness with the sword, with the King of Swords. And so there to me is a polarity. Then in the middle, you have the Queen of Cups, which is all about love. So it's almost like a melding of the two. And you're coming into balance with, like we just read, like your light and dark sides, your divine feminine, divine masculine, and understand that at different points in your life, different parts of the journey, you will execute those without even knowing. Your masculine, divine masculine side may take the lead at one point. Then your divine feminine comes in and takes the lead at another point. And then the Queen of Cups comes in to balance everything and deal with the emotions. It's, it's the dance of life, right, within you that's occurring. Beautiful energy, though. Not to say that it doesn't have challenge, because dealing with that, and really allowing that dance is the key, because it's the ebb and flow. It's the natural movement that happens within us when we allow. Okay, now we have the butterfly here, and it says, I am transformed. Bright wings unfurl after being cocooned in the process of potent change, and the butterfly emerges. The uncertainty of time spent in transformation, being unmade and remade, is not forgotten as they unfold and expand. Instead, they re-enter the world with this memory, and that informs their ability to embrace boldness, knowing the depths they have traversed. With a wonder of color and vibrancy as their signature, Butterfly calls you to bask in your brilliance. Your true dynamic nature is most needed at this time and will be welcomed with open arms and awe when you claim it for yourself. Now is the time to let yourself be seen, to allow your extroverted tendencies to come out and play. When you do, like the way the butterfly effortlessly, I didn't even say that word right, floats from one flower to the another, the resources, connections, community, and support arrive to greet you. It's time to share your unique colors and gifts with the world. Journal prompt: how would I like to transform the way I relate to myself? And this also comes into a not only the balance within yourself, but a new level of really appreciating yourself, understanding all that you've gone through on the journey to this point. Okay, appreciating it, but also really, really having a newfound love of yourself for who you are, uniquely you. Now we're going to go ahead and move into your soul helper oracle messages. And the first one we have here is: to conform is to die inside, be brave, and be yourself. So this is about you stepping into the light. This is about you accepting everything about you. This is about you no longer conforming, dimming your light for others. This is about you being 100% authentically you. Next, we have: a new strategy is required. Find the path to love and happiness. And so this is about putting things, again, really getting out of the behavior of the past that had you limited, that had you thinking certain things that weren't true, that had you doing things that really weren't of the benefit to you at that time. And so this is about being redirected. This is about really understanding to release that at this time, and that the new path is one of love and happiness for you. Next, we have: awaken all your senses, slow down, and become aware of them. So this is about discovering new gifts and talents. This is about discovering a new level of gifts and talents for yourself. But in order for this to happen, you've got to acknowledge them and become aware of them. And the only way that'll happen is when you quiet down and allow yourself to become aware of them. So this is about being quiet and still and peaceful and connected to spirit, and just in the now, but quietly listening. And then the last one is: the tree of wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. So this is about you've made room for things now, and so they're going to start coming in. So some wish that you made some time ago that you've forgotten all about is going to come true now, and it's going to renew your faith. It's going to renew your belief and trust. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move into your soul journey lesson cards. The first one is relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So this is about changing your mind about relationships, understanding the cycles you've gone through in the past where it concerned relationships, and what they were there to do, what lessons they were there to teach you. And once you come into a higher state of love for yourself, you won't tolerate certain things in relationships from others. So this again is that transition from a person who may not have always loved themselves to a person who now understands how that works and understands and where they are on their journey, and that you have boundaries in place now. You know what you will and what you will not tolerate. Hence, the King of Wands with the passion, the King of Swords knowing when to cut things out, and the Queen of Cups knowing who to give your love to. Beautiful. Gratitude. We talked about this earlier. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So this is about the attitude of gratitude. This is about the integrate gratitude. Okay, this is the knowing just how blessed you are. No longer about things, no longer about money. Knowing that it is so much more than that when you are truly blessed, and just really walking in that beautiful energy and being so very grateful and thankful. The regret here is I know that I cannot change the past, and you can't. The past is the past. It's happened. Forgive yourself, forgive those involved, forgive everything, and move forward. No longer living in regret as well. Doubt, I release the need to know all the answers. So, this is when you're in the dark and you don't know what steps to take, and so you get scared, and so you start to doubt. That's the ego playing tricks on your mind. So, this is about you stepping out of that because you have the Eight of Swords here. So, that's where that doubt came in too. To really sort of like, grab a hold of your mind for a bit. And that's the ego trying to maintain control of the situation, knowing that you're trying to make a decision, knowing that you're trying to move forward and do some different things. Your ego will kick in and do all kinds of things too if you're not aware of what's happening. So you've become aware, and you don't worry about it anymore. You've released the ego. So now you are walking forward in love and faith and truth and trust. And this is the last lesson that you learned, was to trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So this is about that increased relationship with spirit and having that trust and faith and confidence and belief again. Having that renewed sense of relationship with spirit on a much higher level. Now we're going to go ahead and move into your fairy oracle messages to see what's coming in for you. Excuse me. Okay, Spirit, give me 4 messages for Cancer, please. Okay, thank you. And there's 4. I love it. Okay, so the first one we have here is ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So this is about you, having a deeper relationship with the angels and understanding that they're there to support you, and that they can help you, but you must ask for their assistance. They're not allowed to come in and just, help you. You've got to ask. Now this is your next message, which is about the journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport. So this could be a physical journey where you actually do need a passport, or this could be a spiritual journey, which I think it is more inclined to be a little bit of both. So be prepared either way. Next, we have inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. So this is about you getting clarity. This is about you getting inspiration and what kind of direction, what kind of step to take as you need to move forward. And then the last one is lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found thanks to the lost and found fairy. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. That's a beautiful message there too. So the fairy is really coming in to support you with help, inspiration, returning things that were lost, even though you may not have even known they were lost, and just really, really assisting you at this time. So beautiful things coming in for you. And we're going to close out your reading with 3 cards from the Soul Truth Oracle. Now, I do have a few Reiki cards mixed in here that I found out when I was doing one of the other readings, and they just popped out. And I was like, okay, Spirit, you're running the show here, so we're going to go with it. I haven't changed the deck. All I do is just cleanse it and shuffle for the next sign. So the cards are still in here, so it's up to you, Spirit, what messages you want to bring out. So I'll leave that to you. And you see, here's one here. Excuse me. Okay, one last. Okay, Spirit, what do we got? Give me 3 messages, please, and one just flipped over. Okay, there's the first one. 2 more messages, please, Spirit. Only 2. Two more messages, Spirit, please. Only 2. Okay. One more. Okay, thank you. Okay, the first one says, what is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? And remember, we talked about that. We talked about there were some limiting beliefs. There was something holding you back, something that needs to be released. What story are you telling yourself when you think about your dreams? What is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. In today's soul action, it's time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? How will you change your results? How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, and upgrade it. Am I focused on what I want most? One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. And this is by Tony Robbins. Today's soul action. What you focus on grows. Today, ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? Prioritize. And the last one, what am I most afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? Today's soul action, name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you're going. Today's mantra, I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure, I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. So I do hope this helps you, Cancer, because you are going through, a transition at this time. You are releasing things. You're going to let go of things that no longer serve you so that you can step into this new phase of your life. But there are some things that you are being asked to take a look at so that you can assist yourself, and then also ask for guidance, ask for help and support from your spiritual team, because they are willing and ready to assist at any time. But you must ask them. So I do hope that this helps you, Cancer, because you are moving into a wonderful, beautiful time. And if you come into the flow of it, your manifestations are going to come in. But you do have to do some of the work, right? We've all got to do some things in order to get those things that we want. So I do hope that this helps you, Cancer. Much love and light, Lady T.